Well, Devin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got P.J. Tucker all out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's House in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Kaminsky, and it's Paul in at the point guard. Now here's Kaminsky following the miss by John Wall. Paul outside. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. And here are the Rockets now, following the basket by Chris Paul. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And there's Booker on the assist by Bridges.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. Tucker with the ball. Ayton's there. And foul on the and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Booker. The shot comes out. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Tate. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, easy call.
Houston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Over to the left wing. Bridges passes to Booker. Three-pointer. No good there. So Houston will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, they just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
Here's Paul after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Paul passes to Ayton. Bucket is good.
Seeing the floor well. Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. The rejection by Paul. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. A nice shot by Booker.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Wall against Paul. Wall passes to Tate. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's deflected, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. So for the Suns, Sharch checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Johnson in for Bridges. Caruch is checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong. But he also loves to share.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Paul dishes to Sharp. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The first free throw is good.
Well, I just like the all-around game Sark possesses. I mean, it translates well this day and age. He's a big man who can do it all. Score, pass, rebound, defend. He's tough.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Suns. Etwan Moore comes in for Chris Paul. The Rockets also changing it up. Patton, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Then McLemore comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Jones subbed in for John Wall. Here's Galloway. Sharge outside. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Sharge.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rockets trail by 6. Pass to McLemore. Back to Jones. Crowder pulls it in. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
And they double up Gordon, and there's the feed to Jones. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Johnson, the pass to Galloway. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Karuch, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall,
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
You know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Dario Saric. Then there's Etwan Moore. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Shot clock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Saric. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Count it. Good. Karuch has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Moore left side. Inside. Outer dishes to Moore. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Galloway. Out left to the wing. There's the pass to Crowder. Puts it up from 12. Keeps it alive. Saric on the follow. Saric has got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
And they double up Gordon. Passes it to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Ooh, Gordon does more than shoot the ball well. He has great passing instincts.
Phoenix leading by 7. Moore outside. Down low. The shot by Saric, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Rockets. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Now here's Saric. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota. Here's Brown. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Pat. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Galloway, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Pass to Karuch. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Booker, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And it's Paul in for Moore. Now here's Wall. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
I mean, you're not going to beat Oladipo with that. I mean, Victor plays hard on both sides of the ball.
Wall looking for an opening. The pass to Tate. Over Booker. Good D by Booker. Suns leading by 6. Here's Crowder. It's not going to go for him. Wall with some nice D. Rockets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Tate. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Launches it. He's off on that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Phoenix came ready to play. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rockets trail by 6. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Houston, Oladipo is out there with Wall. Then it's P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And for the Suns, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Booker. Wall with a block.
Oh, the height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up for these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
The Rockets shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Oladipo taking his time here to the left wing. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Tate. Here's the dish to Tucker. And the basket is good.
I mean, look, it's evident that Tucker likes trying his luck inside. He has the size, weight, toughness, and touch to be effective.
Now here's Paul. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Booker inside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen away. Here's Wall, and he makes that one. Wall's got his first bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Paul to the right side. Kaminsky the pass to Paul. Bridges, no one around him. They get it back. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Feeds it to Tucker. It's deflected. Oladipo outside. Kicks it to House. Here's Wall. Tucker. Great positioning on the putback.
Now there's the grit you come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Wall against Paul. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Back to Paul. Over to Wall. And it's Paul missing.
That's high quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that very tough jump shot.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Now here's Paul. Off target at the rim. Ayton. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Wall. And Oladipo kicks the Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Look, you can't allow Wall to get a lane to the rim. He's too fast.
Ball outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
To the inside. Back to Wall for the lead. Houston gets it back. And he converts the layup. Tucker's got 8 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Paul passes to Kaminsky. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. The Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Wall against Paul. And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Tate. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric is checked in for 8. Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Paul. Saric, that's good.
And you got to respect the interior game of Saric. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones kicks to Nwaba. Passes to Tate. Crowder with the steal. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The feed to Saric. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now a 3-point Phoenix lead.
It's a great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Rockets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Phoenix ahead, up by 2. And well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Sharich. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Jones with it. Out guarded by Crowder. Jones kicks to Nwaba. And taken away by Paul. Here's Crowder. Good D by Jones.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that first quick step of Gordon, I mean, super effective at getting him space, which gets him to the rim.
And David Nwaba picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House is checked in for the Rockets. Then McLemore comes in for Jones. On the wing, Booker. And for Houston, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's House. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Top of the key. Rebound by House. And Nwaba has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Nwaba's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Paul dishes to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And Nwaba has it in the corner. Houston moving it around. Here's Gordon. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Johnson. Booker against Gordon. Lobs it up for Crowder. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. And Nwaba has it in the corner. A second chance effort. Rebound by the Suns. Ball outside to the paint. Sharich. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 3-point Suns lead. And here's McLemore. Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Paul passes to Sharich. Booker outside. Banked in off the glass.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. There's McLemore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
Phoenix making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Sharich. Kaminsky comes in for Crowder. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Stolen by Tucker. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
When you put everything into your defense like Tucker does, good things happen. Like easy points off of a terrific steal.
All against Paul. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Tate. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Wall is a crafty defender. Look, he loves getting his hands in the passing lanes. He's phenomenal in stealing the ball.
Paul surveying the floor. It's John Wall with the rebound.
And D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Poke loose. The kick out to Wall. The shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Here's Kaminsky. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He made quite a few of these in college. Kaminsky, a clutch shooter when it matters most.
Wall passes to Tate. Oladipo outside. Offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber.
right, joining us now is Splash, raining threes everywhere. Ty, here's your competitor in the championship.
Yes, sir. Ty told you meet me at the top, baby.
Hey, man, let's get it, man.
So the first big question I have to ask both of you, and I'll start with you, Ty. Who's the bigger trash talker between you two? Because I know you guys have faced off before in the past.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony. A moment now to check out some numbers. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris.
Thank you, D.A. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is out there with Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Paul passes to Kaminsky. Back to Paul. A 3-ball. Porter pulls it in. Jokic with it. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism, very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Morris against Paul. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Morris, and the layup is good.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Ball against Murray. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You're best not putting Paul on the line. You know, this guy has been 90% from the stripe throughout his career, so you know the sample size is quite large.
Here's Ayton. He had 22 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
He was all alone on that one.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Barton. Kaminsky, the pass to Ayton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good defense by Jokic. Morris dishes to Barton. No good on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun. Getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Pass to Murray. Now Jokic. He's covered by Ayton. Porter trying to free himself up. Jokic, no good. The Suns leading. The pass to Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Porter with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Morris passes to Jokic. Yes, that goes in. Jokic just got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Kaminsky finds Bridges. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. For Phoenix, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric has checked in for Ayton. Crowder comes in for Kaminsky. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Ejuan Moore checking in for Devin Booker. Passes it to Johnson. Pocket 6. He's looking for Saric and finds him. Phoenix, no good that time either. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. .110 left in the first. Crowder. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
It's tipped. And here is Paul. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Paul looking over the floor. The dish to Crowder. And it's in there.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Campazzo defended by Paul. Deep 2 from Murray. That one wide left.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
From deep, Moore. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns ahead, up by 5. And we'll get things. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got Hartenstein. Porter is out there with Murray. It's Najee in at the 4. That's the group on the 4 for Denver. Saric right side. Moore outside. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And Denver the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. So the wing on the left. Campazzo. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. He nails it, and we're tied up. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Here's Galloway. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Porter. Plays it up and banks it in. Porter's got his first points in this one. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
They double him with Saric. Here's Hartenstein. The shot that time, not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Here's Najee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. At the tip, it's good on the putback. Haji's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Murray surveying the D. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. 4th, the Nuggets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Bridges for 3 to end the cold streak. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Nuggets. Haji's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Oh, Morris in position.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Suns trail by 8. Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. Shot from 16. Denver grabs the miss. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Morris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Count that one.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Campazzo, defended by Paul. To the inside. Nagy, no good. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's just a 3-point Nugget lead. 5 seconds left in the first half of the game. Barton the bounce pass. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds, he's always in. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's the Suns with the ball. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point. On the wing, Porter. The pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Morris passes to Porter, and he gets the bucket.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Jokic against Paul. 17-foot shot on the way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Suns trail by 7. Ayton with it. Now defended by Jokic.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Porter kicks to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Bridges. Jokic, no good. The Suns have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. This is it to Kaminsky. Porter with the steal and pushing it up. Here's Denver. It's deflected and stolen by Booker. Paul outside. Pass to Booker over Morris. And there's another turnover by the Suns. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Porter. And for the Suns, Crowder, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Hartenstein, up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jokic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
And Booker kicks to Galloway. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Galloway has got his first 2 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Hartenstein passes to Morris. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Out to the right wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 7. The pass to Galloway. Booker in the corner. Back to Galloway. Fires the 3. Barton with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. With the shot, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for 8. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Langston Galloway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Jokic against Crowder. Jokic inside. And Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Booker dishes to Johnson. Back to Booker. The high post shot kept alive.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
.29 seconds left in the third. Najee passes to Barton over Johnson. Here's Najee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Najee's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And stolen by Barton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Michael Porter. Jamal Murray is out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4-man position.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Down low, Jokic with the steal.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Campazzo, defended by Paul. From outside the arc, shot clock at 5. They get it back. Jokic, it's Porter outside. That shot misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Šarić. With 3, Booker. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Murray with it. Now guarded by Booker. Jokic inside. Charge is there. Najee passes to Jokic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Phoenix making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Suns trail by 12. Paul left side. Johnson a wide open look. Kaminsky. It's good on the putback.
Those arms of Kaminsky go on forever, which helps them snag these second chance opportunities.
Murray outside. Plenty of space. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Kaminsky kicks to Paul. On the wing, Booker. 6 to shoot. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix. Murray finds Porter. And here's Morris for 3. Drills it from outside.
The wheel. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Booker in the corner. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Three-pointer, Barton. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker dishes to Johnson. Back to Booker. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Porter passes to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Porter, no luck. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Paul. Johnson outside. For 3, Booker. It's good from long range. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. Suns trail by 7. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside. Denver's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Now Jokic. Pass to Murray. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Suns miss again. Now here's Howard. Now the pass to Dozier. Morris kicks to Howard. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Sharks. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. The week is starting off right. Monday night and payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jamal Murray.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. All out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House. And at the 3, the small forwards. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jamal Murray is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the small forward. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. And long-range shooting, a strength for both of these teams, Brent. What was the best shooting team you were ever a part of?
Well, Kevin, I had an opportunity to play in Seattle, and the teammates that I suited up for at that time was Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, Luke Ridenour. It's a lot of firepower from the three-point line. Not much defense, and that's me, but a lot of three-point firepower.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the miss by Michael Porter from deep.
And always a bonus to have a point guard who can dunk the basketball. Wall has great initiative when it comes to rising up and throwing it down.
Now, here is Morris. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City. And that one drops for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Oladipo. Michael Porter making his last shot. Outside, Wall. Throws it up high. Tucker can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Oladipo, the pass to House. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Murray. A nice shot by Tucker.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition, and that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
And Wall, here we go now. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now here's Barton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Wall. Following the basket by Jokic. Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Yeah, a moment now to see the numbers for Morris. His last 10 games, putting up about 10 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Here's Murray. That shot, no good. Nice D from Oladipo. Wall up top. Jokic defending. Oladipo outside to the paint. Here's Caruch. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you remember in Orlando, Oladipo played a ton of point guard in the early part of his career, showing some nice vision there. And
so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Houston. They trail by 6. And there's the pass to Tucker. Gordon kicks to Wall. Houston moving the ball around to the middle. Here's Tucker. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot, off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Pass to Murray. Now here's Jokic. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit from 12. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Tucker. Nailed from 3-point land. Tucker's got 7 points in the game. Barton outside. Here's Najee. Good.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Jokic with the steal. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 3. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how
selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
We've got Will Barton. Hartenstein is out there with Murray. It's Najee in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's McLemore. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Karuch. It's rebounded by Najee. Denver leading by 5. And it's Murray penetrating. Najee passes to Hartenstein. And it's the Rockets on the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Murray inside. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first basket.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Michael Porter, he's jacked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Denver with the ball after the Rockets pick up 3. Passes it to Hartenstein. And he gets it to go. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And the pass to Brown. There's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Here's Najee. From past the arc. The shot will not fall. And the Rockets take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. Denver leading by 3. Najee passes to Morris. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Pass to Najee. Morris looking over the floor. It's hauled in by Gordon.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Patton the pass to Gordon. And the shot is good.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Now here's Porter. A 20-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Gordon. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. The kick out to Brown. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
To the paint. Stolen. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He makes that one drop only a second and 5 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris passes to Porter. And the turnover again by Denver. So both teams making some changes here. For Houston, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Jones kicks to Wall. The Rockets with another miss. He lobs it up, and that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. And
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Wall. He's out there with Oladipo. And it's Tucker in at the 5 down low.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Martin dishes to Murray. 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Murray's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Knocked away. Porter with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
And Murray, here we go. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Odion Kurucs, he's checked in for the Rockets. Oladipo with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from John Wall. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at Denver. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And checking out Houston, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for Denver, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
Shot clock at 3. His first shot coming late. Here's Hartenstein up and in on the layup. Hartenstein's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Tucker. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray finds Barton. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Tries it from 9, and he gets the jumper to drop. Now it's a 6-point Denver lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside, Wall. Houston moving the ball around. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Barton. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Hartenstein. The kick out to Barton. Over the wall. Barton, no luck. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Nikola Jokic. Monte Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. And good that time.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Now here is Morris. Count it. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
To the inside, Patton, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Murray surveying the D. Passes it to Nagy. Here's Jokic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Tipped away and stolen by Murray. Here's Morris. Jokic passes to Nagy. Back to Jokic. Clock at 6. Murray outside. Jokic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
It's stolen by Morris. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. And it's Brown missing.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And the Nuggets can't hang on to the ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Martin's checked in for Denver. Rockets trail by 8. Knocked loose and stolen by Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. There's the pass to Nwaba. Pass to McLemore. Down low. Here's Tucker. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
There's McLemore, and the dunk by McLemore.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Oh, Porter in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Offensive rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And again, Denver no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Gordon missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Houston making some changes. Daniel House is checked in for David Nwaba. Victor Oladipo comes in for Gordon. And John Wall subbed in for Ben McLemore. And Wall kicks to Oladipo. Pass to House. Tucker with the ball. Morris is there. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Jokic with the bucket.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. kicks to Barton. Murray for three. The Rockets pull it in. Outside, Wall. It's Oladipo on the wing. Takes the three. And that one drops.
And how about the conviction to his craft? Wall has trust that his ability will shine.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, interesting matchup. We welcome you to Noche NBA. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wing. Andre Ayton out there with Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point. And for Houston, we've got Wall. He's out there with Oladipo. And it's Tate in at the 4. Now here's Kaminsky. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. He gets it in there. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Kaminsky. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Ayton against Oladipo. Oladipo against Booker. Back to Kaminsky. Kicks it out to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Houston. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
Oladipo outside. Over Paul. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Inside, here's Ayton. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Booker pulls it in. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Back to Booker. Oladipo with the block.
Well, how about the athleticism of Victor Oladipo twice on the pipes?
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Paul outside. Passes to Kaminsky. And here is Bridges. Paul right side. Booker the pass to Paul. Kaminsky. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Kaminsky's got his second basket of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
1:37 left here in the opening quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
A physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Moore right side. Back to Galloway. Over McLemore. Galloway, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Batten's shot is off. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Johnson outside. The pass to Šarić. Trying to get open is Crowder. Saric, that's good.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
Pass to Patton. On the wing, Gordon. Covered by Saric. Gordon against Saric. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist from McLemore.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Moore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And yes, it's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Patton. To the paint. Here's Karuch. And that one drops. Wall with the steal. With 1 on the clock. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Rockets. Gordon is out there with Jones. Then there's Brown, and it's Karuch in at the power forward position. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 43% from the floor. To the middle. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Sun shooting 40% from the field.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Now here's Gordon after the miss from Jay Crowder. Moore against Gordon. Here's Karuch. Rebound by Johnson. Suns have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Right side Crowder. Shoots over Brown. Shot by Crowder, no good. For Houston, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Brown outside. Drops in the tray. Brown's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Moore passes to Crowder. Here's Galloway. Misses off the left iron. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And taken away by Johnson. Moore inside, working on Jones. Got that bucket in no time at all. Crowder's got his first bucket of the night.
To me, you've got to run this guy off his shots. Jay Crowder is a good catch-and-shoot jump shooter.
Patton kicks to Brown. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Suns trail by 4. Galloway, the pass to Crowder. Back to Galloway. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kevin. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great plays. Here's Jones after the made shot from Jay Crowder. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Crowder. Šarić, right side. Moore passes to Šarić. The rebound by Patton. Patton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Suns trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Šarić. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, great look there. Credit Galloway with the vision to spot the open man.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Patton. It's stolen by Šarić. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Šarić. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. He gets that one. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Šarić, right side. Takes it from 10. He can't get it to go. It'll count. Unable to get that one. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rockets leading by 4. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Frank Kaminsky is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard. Now here's Tucker from the high post. That one doesn't drop.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
The shot, no good. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 4. Here's Bridges. Good, nice job down low. Bridges has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Suns.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Tate the pass to Tucker. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For Houston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Wall passes to Tucker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
And the Rockets making a change here. Waba's checked in. Both free throws good from Tucker.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Booker able to finish.
Well, it's encouraging to me that Devin Booker is willing to mix it up on the glass. How about that offensive board? Pretty.
Oladipo left side. Another miss by Houston. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Back to Booker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
McLemore's checked in for Oladipo. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Ball's knocked loose, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So a moment now to see the story for him. Houston in the lead. The pass to McLemore. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And so it's Houston with it. Devin Booker missing his last shot. For the lead. Again, the miss by Booker.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Tate. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And here are the Rockets. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Tucker, the pass to Wall. Over Paul. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the company. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both good from the line that time. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. And it goes down 2 points. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Wall, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ayton. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Tucker can't get it to go.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Paul surveying the floor. Six to shoot. Outside Crowder. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Left side, Wall. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets on top, up by 4. And And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Victor Oladipo is out there with Gordon. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's House in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. McLemore, no good.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Johnson, the pass to Šarić. Stolen by Gordon. At the elbow, Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Well, you like how Oladipo leaks out in transition. So aggressive in the open floor.
Suns trail by 6. And Booker kicks to Paul. 11 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. And McLemore drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Booker outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Gordon missing. Suns trail by 8. A pull-up. A putback. And another shot. Bridges. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, I think effort might be the calling card of Mikal Bridges. This guy is willing to hit the offensive glass. All about how much do you want it.
Pass to House. And here's Oladipo. But they get it back. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Šarić. Gordon with no one around. That one, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Oladipo dishes to Tucker. Back to Oladipo. Here's Mwaba, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Knocked away. It's stolen by Oladipo. It's tipped. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. John Wall's checked in for the Rockets. And the Suns also making a change. Andre Ayton's checked in for Jay Crowder. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Kaminsky. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Kaminsky leading the charge. And contact on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Wall with a block.
Twice on the pipes, the anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Rockets leading by 5. And Tucker kicks to Wall. Pass to House. Back to Wall. Rebound by the Suns. Booker looking around. Passes it to Bridges. Now the dish to Ayton. Yep, that one goes in there. Now it's just a 3-point Rocket lead.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
There's Oladipo. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Houston lead.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Back to Wall. The pass to Tate. Outside, Wall. 5 to shoot. It's in!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Ball against Oladipo. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
If anything, you know you can count on Chris Paul to deliver in the clutch. He is so competitive, so tough. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Paul, guarded by Tucker. Wall with a block. And Oladipo, here we go. Count it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
At 7 foot 0 inches, number 8, Kaminsky. Starting at the other forward position, at 6 foot.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Bill Barton is out there with Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Paul in at the point. Down low, here's Ayton. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Now here's Barton. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Here's Porter, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Booker finds Ayton. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porter with the steal. Inside, got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Paul outside. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Booker against Murray. Pass to Jokic. That one falls.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Now the pass to Bridges from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porter, no luck.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
To the middle. Here's Booker. Morris with the rebound.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Jokic kicks to Morris. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. They get the rebound, and Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jokic against Paul. The drive by Jokic. Barton wide open. He fires. And again, Denver no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Booker looking around. Again, the miss by Booker.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
So it's Phoenix now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Bridges misses. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Booker in the corner. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Murray against Paul. Murray outside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And now the fast break. Kaminsky with the ball. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the first. Moore outside. To the paint. Here's Saric. Open and close and nails it.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, in Dario I trust.
Murray surveying the D. There's the steal. Here's Galloway from deep three-point range. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. You know, I'm constantly talking on the court. Just
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton, Murray out there with Hartenstein. It's Najee in a power forward position. Well, Phoenix shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Crowder, the pass to Saric. Good on the bucket. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Martin with it, now guarded by Saric. Martin surveying the floor. Passes it to Hartenstein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Najee. Hartenstein tipped back in for 2. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Galloway, 16 feet away, off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Murray. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Phoenix able to drain the three. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Moore outside. In the corner, it's Galloway. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kicks it to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good. And it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Good work there as it goes. Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Murray outside. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Moore outside. Pass to Galloway. Lays it up off the glass. Galloway has got 7 points for the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And the pass to Barton. To the inside. Crowder with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Paul in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Murray, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to the wing. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hartenstein's got the first field goal the second half for Denver.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Booker outside. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Morris, no good. Suns trail by 3. Now here's Kaminsky. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Up top, Porter, defended by Paul. Paul against Porter. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now Morris, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Back to Murray. Deflects the pass. Jokic passes to Porter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Floats it up for Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Morris, left side. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
But they recover it. Kicks it out to Paul. Passes to Booker. And that one, good.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Denver leading by 4. Murray left side. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Offensive rebound. Bridges shot. Good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jokic kicks to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Paul.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Jokic passes to Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric has checked in for DeAndre. Jay Crowder comes in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in for Bridges. A nice shot by Booker.
He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
46 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Jokic. From 8. And there it is for him. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
No good from Booker.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Najee. That shot missing. Excellent D there by Johnson. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Feeds it to Crowder. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Gets it off. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Monte Morris. Jokic is out there with Porter. It's Najee in at the 4-man position. Down low, Booker. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 1.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Left side, Saric over Jokic, and it's Saric. That time on the assist from Crowder. Saric has got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix. Bounce pass from Morris. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Paul dishes to Saric. Porter with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Morris, and the layup falls. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Suns have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Saric. Basket counts.
Hey, you know, when it comes to the pick and roll, Chris Paul does it with precision. His timing, impeccable.
Pass to Najee. And a wide open look for Porter. They grab their own miss.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's Saric. Shoots from the baseline. Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 3. To the paint, and here we go with Morris running it up the court. Jokic trying to free himself up. Morris with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the shot goes down.
I tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
Morris against Paul. To the left side wing. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 3. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson, the pass to Crowder. The feed now to Saric. Kicks it out to Johnson. A 3-pointer, no good. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Jokic. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Phoenix making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Saric. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Murray, good.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And it's good for 2. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Mr. Clutch coming through. Chris Paul in a situation where there are must-have points. He cashes in.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot. When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Pass to Ayton. Now Crowder defending. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris with the ball. Floats it up for Jokic. Money!
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Ayton. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He is a great kid. I'd love to see this from Ayton. Stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Murray, here we go. It's good.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Inside. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. And it's a 6-point Denver lead.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jokic is really a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. This big fella has multiple skills, and there's not much he doesn't do well.
So the Nuggets win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It really.
Elgin helped me understand that my career wouldn't be punished for doing what's right. And at this situation,
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jamal Murray.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Monte Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the 3. And for Houston, they've got P.J. Tucker all out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's House in at the 3 slot. When you look at the regular season, Chris, was there a part that was more difficult, the start or the end, or maybe somewhere in between?
I would say it's somewhere in between, because the physical toll, is felt most down the stretch. But you get a time to refresh and renew and get back to it. Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Poked loose and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. A 3 from Morris. They get it again. Here's Jokic. Whoa, with a block. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Barton outside. Here's Jokic. Dishes to Porter. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Jokic against Wall. Here's Tucker. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
And they were connecting. And when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
Off the inbound pass. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
I mean, and there's really no excuse for it. They know they need to play more in control.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Oladipo, the pass to Wall. Here's Tate. Porter with a block.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Morris, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Tucker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, it's nice to see Tucker drive right through the teeth of the defense. He seemingly invites contact.
Houston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays with it.
Here's Wall. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Porter. Back to Murray. Jokic high post. Here's Najee. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Gordon, the pass to Karuch. 1:31 left to play in the first.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
pass to Jokic. Shoots over Tucker, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. 8-point game. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by Tucker, and it's Houston on the break.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
The Nuggets leading by 4. And here is Murray. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jokic has got 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Wall kicks to Gordon. Now here's McLemore. Not a lot of room. And it's Gordon missing. Here's Najee. No good with the layup. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 6. We've got more in store for you right now. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Hartenstein is out there with Morris. It's Najee in at the 4. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. He's covered by Brown. Najee. And Jones pulls it down. Rockets trail by 6. Over in the corner, Brown. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Brown's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Rockets. Nuggets shooting at 50% in a decent group. There's the pass to Najee. Rockets with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Brown wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He knew he had that one. I mean, he's got the open 3. He's not going to wait around and give the D a chance to get out on him.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And here's Brown outside the offensive rebound. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Howard wide open. Pass to Najee. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
Jones, the pass to Brown. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. To the inside. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 here in this quarter. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Passes it to Patton. Here's Mwaba. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 6. Down low, Hartenstein. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Hartenstein's got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Patton gets it to go.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Najee. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 3-on-3. Here's Patton, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Here's Najee. Kicks to Howard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brown outside. Taken away. Wide open to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Karuch off on the layup.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Denver.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Denver had no problems getting going. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12 to and that'll
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 6-point lead. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. Ball out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
He might not beat too many guys in the foot race, but Tucker is always going to bust his butt to get out on the break.
Denver leading by 4. Now Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Stolen by Tucker. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That evens the score. Oladipo's got his first 2 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Morris against Oladipo. Morris with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Floats it up for Jokic, and he lays in the alley-oop. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to House. Tucker with the ball. 8 points for him.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now here's Porter. Jokic on top. The dish to Murray. Up top, Oladipo. Jokic defending. And Wall kicks to House. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Murray surveying the D. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Porter. Rebound by House.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. Back to Oladipo. The pass to House. For the tie, 4 on the clock, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that side.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Back to Wall. 1:12 left in the third quarter. He kicks it to Gordon. For the lead. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Denver in the lead. Barton outside. Back to Murray. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. McLemore with the ball. Wall passes to Gordon. And the shot goes in. Gordon's got the game tied up here for Houston.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Here's Jokic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jokic has got 6 in the quarter.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Murray against Wall. Pass to Pat. Outside, Wall. A three-pointer off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top, up 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Morris. He's out there with Murray. Jokic is out there with Will Barton. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Gordon is very good at getting his shots up quickly. Dynamite score when he gets room to fire for him.
Murray, the pass to Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Passes it to McLemore. Here's Tate. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Najee passes to Murray. Here's Najee. Floats it up for Jokic. Shot clock at 5, and there's another turnover by the Nuggets.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Barton wide open. He fires. Doesn't go that time. So Houston will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Outside for Murray. 3-pointer. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Wall. For the 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the paint, here's Tate, poked away. And Oladipo has it in the corner. No good on the triple. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Morris. That one off the back iron and out. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's good.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one make. Pass to Barton. Denver needs to get off the shot. Porter, no luck. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Tucker. Wall's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Look, you know that turnover are crucial points in the game because he knows how to step up in a big way.
Inside, Jokic, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Manuel House is checked in for Houston. Free throw, good. Jokic.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And here's Wall. To the wing right side. Houston moving the ball around. The kick out to Oladipo. He dishes at the Wall. Houston needs to get a shot. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Tucker. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Right wing, it's House outside. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Morris. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Oladipo. Here's Tate. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, good job, bro. I mean, it's this close. The team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
From 15 feet away, it counts.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tucker dishes the Wall. Oladipo outside. The pass to Wall. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Off the inbound. It's good!
Oh, you love the courage the Wall has. Look, he's fully confident in his ability to drain these huge shots.
Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter. On the wing, Morris. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David...